doesn't happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight, and there will be months when you'll have no clients, and then there will be months you'll suddenly get clients. But be there. It will work out at some point.
This is Devyanka Nandi. And hi, thank you for being here. I'll ask you some questions to just help. What do you do, Devyanka, right now?
So I'm working as a contractor in a cybersecurity company. So I have a 1-year contract. So I'm acting as a resource on behalf of a contract. I'm a subcontractor. Okay, so I'm a legal consultant.
You're a legal consultant and you do IP and cybersecurity work?
Yeah, mainly commercial contracts, IP and security and all of that.
Okay. So could you tell us something about, earlier after you graduated, initially I think you were working as a domestic IP lawyer. And you said you were working under a senior, or in a firm you were working, right?
In a law firm. Yeah, I was working in a very traditional law firm in Kolkata. It is a very old law firm. So there I worked for around a year and then I moved to Chennai.
Okay. What was it like? How much were they paying you? What was it like? Like, people think that आप तो alien हो, बहुत successful हो गए आज. पहले का बताओ थोड़ा the struggle.
It was it was 10 to 15k. Like the first salary I used to draw from a law firm in Kolkata. It was very less. It was a very
10,000 to 15,000.
Yeah, then I was in Chennai. It was also a law firm, but then it was not a very traditional law firm. I was into compliance. So with my IP experience and my compliance experience, I got to work in NetMeds, which is a part of Reliance Retails. So there it was a pharmacy industry. So there IP and
pharma is very IP centric, correct?
Yeah. So there it got me there. And then while I was doing that job, I think I joined the LawSikho course of the IP.
Okay.
Then
what was the idea?
Sorry?
What was the idea to join LawSikho? You were already doing IP, right? और आपने फिर भी LawSikho से IP क्यों सीखा? You were already doing IP work.
Yeah, because when I joined the US IP course. So when I was already working in Indian IP, I thought
Okay. So you wanted to do US IP work.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And did it actually help you? Like, how was the difference after you did US IP work? What is the difference like?
When after I joined the course, within a month, I got 3 clients, I guess. Remote clients in IP. So obviously the payment is way more than it is in India. Way more. And also it is remote. And the process is much easier compared to that of in India. And I got it through Upwork. So obviously everything was pretty simple. So I did not have to do something else for that.
And you were still in that job or you had to quit?
I was still in the job. Yeah.
Okay, so you could safely explore this. How did you get these 3 clients? Did you get any support from us?
Yeah, I mean, after the onboarding session happened, then your team reached out to me and set up my Upwork profile, depending on the kind of work I wanted. So whatever my experience and my expertise was at that time, depending on that, they created my profile. And then once my profile was created, I went live and I started applying. And
so those inputs helped you?
Yeah, of course. And also we had these sessions where we were told how to apply for a job, how a proposal should look like, what should be the contents of a proposal, how does a good proposal look like. Even though you had some
experience, do you feel that was helpful?
Yeah.
Because you already had experience as a domestic IP lawyer, but you still found that to be helpful.
Yeah, because as a domestic lawyer, it is very different compared to how you do it in the US market, or even like in a freelance platform is very different. You are basically selling your services there, so you have to know like what are the keywords, how to write a proposal, how does a concise proposal look like. Like nobody will have so much time to read 5 pages of a proposal. So like that.
Then you have to make it small.
You have to make it small. You have to see what is the job posting and how you can actually put out the keywords and put it in your proposal. And then it is more like it is not exactly like a proper job application. It is more like you aligning your expertise with that of the job posting.
Got it.
I think that does require some kind of skill and somebody needs to show you the direction.
Somebody needs to show you the direction. And did the skill learning help you? Like the US IP work?
Yeah, it did. Because I knew at that time Ramya Swami ma'am was taking our session and all the sessions were so much in depth. each and every
Kumara
tab
San.
she used to click and tell us like this is what happens when you go there. So it was
She
like
takes on
somebody
UK
giving
IP,
a full demo.
US and UK IP.
US and UK IP.
Okay.
And then Parker Smith took all the DPA kind of contracts things, so and patents. So it was all very helpful.
And then when you were working for clients, did you find that some things are similar to the assignments you had already done?
Yes, I think we got very straightforward assignments. Like after every sessions, we used to have like the exact like assignment that was the session about. For example, our first session we were taught how to do a trademark search on US IP, and that was exactly what the assignment about. You had to take screenshots and send it how to do it. I think it all made very sense. It was very practical.
And then in the real work also, those are the things you have to do.
Yeah.
So you had more confidence when you applied for all of that?
Yes, exactly. I knew all of that. Like I remember there was a client who was finding somebody from India, because obviously we are cheap labor compared to that of US. So he was asking somebody to do the same job. And I was asking him these questions like, do you have this? And he was like I had spoken to so many people and you are the only one who asked me the right questions about the IP that I was going to register, the logo.
Fantastic.
So I think it did help.
Yeah, so the market is really filled with nobody who can do the job. So, and those guys don't know in the US, how will I hire an Indian freelancer? Like, if tomorrow I send them ads, hire an Indian freelancer who can do it for 20% of the cost, everybody will jump here, right? So this is how basically if you are doing good work on Upwork, you have some work samples, even getting a client to trust you for your initial work is very much doable. And the simplest work sample is the course assignment. What can the course assignment be? You could draft an agreement. You could navigate a website and show it on screen share. Or you could put screenshots. Okay, like I'm sharing my PPT on screen. You can share your computer pe what you are doing on screen with Zoom. And people use that to, believe that you have got done. You know how to do this work. And some of you think that, then will the client not do it myself? Have you had that situation? How did you deal with that thought? Most clients don't want to do all this dirty work themselves. They are in US.
Yeah, but so it's not that they never try. They try at first, then they fail at it, and then they come to you.
Exactly.
So they'll be like, I tried to do the trademark search on the US IP, but I could not navigate through the portal. So I thought it's better to hire a lawyer. So let's do it like that.
Okay, great, fantastic. And when did you decide I'll quit my job? And then what happened after that?
So I remember since I was working in pharma at that time. So by the end of 2021, I was June-August batch at that time. So after 6 months, I had almost completed all of my assignments and all of that classes were almost done. So by December, I decided to quit my job and I changed my domain completely and I went to SaaS industry because that was very booming at that time.
IP work for them? IP and contracts and licensing?
Yes. So I joined a startup who are basically creating chatbots and also some other services. So it was a startup and they were just expanding their jurisdictions. It was a US-based startup. And then they were looking for somebody who had some knowledge in SaaS agreements as well as in the IP. So since we had the class on SaaS agreements and how to do with DPA, data protection agreement and all of that in the course. So I had some idea how to do with it. And then IP, I already had how to handle global applications and all of that.
That you learned in the course, huh?
That I learned in the course. So it was actually helpful to crack the interview because we obviously come across as somebody who has some idea and also it gives you a sense of confidence.
This was Indian client or foreign client?
The company was US, but I worked for the India office.
Got it. And then you shifted from there also?
Yeah, from there I shifted to another job and then I just kept on getting hikes based on the accumulated...
Big hikes.
Yeah.
What is it like now?
Expertise.
How long is it? 2 years now?
2021 December I quit. So 2022
1.5
December.
years. Less than 1.5 years.
1 year, 3 months I think, yeah.
Wow. And what has the increment been like?
It's like 4 times almost.
What do you earn now? Like 1.5?
Yeah, around 1 to 1.5.
1 to 1.5. 4 times in 15 months.
Yeah.
And the primary shift in strategy is working for US clients.
Yes.
I think you had said around 1.37, right? You will earn?
Yeah.
1.37, huh? Fantastic. And what do your parents, friends, and say about this? Some of them might be still in traditional jobs, right? Or you keep it a secret from them?
I mean, I remember somebody saying like, how do you have job security if you work on contracts? I'm like, people have been working in industries for 12 to 15 years and they have been laid off in the last recession. Don't talk about job security to me. It is a myth when it comes to private jobs. It is not how you need to have something.
Private jobs can go off anytime, right? And
anytime.
If you have the confidence to get your own clients, then that is true security.
Exactly.
So what would you say to people who are on the fence, who are like, can this make a difference to me?
It actually can. Just, you have to be there and trust the process. I mean, it wouldn't happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight, and there will be months when you'll have no clients, and then there will be months you'll suddenly get clients, but be there. It will work out at some point, and
consistently
keep on upscaling. Yeah.
And put in 2 hours a day. Did you put in 2 hours a day? I think you all used to put in 1 hour a day or less. You already.
I honestly did not put 2 hours a day because I had prior work experience. So it wasn't.
So you got it done faster.
Yeah.
But yes, 2 hours a day, even if you're starting from scratch, you can do it. Do you agree that anybody, if they put in 2 hours a day, they can do it, right?
Yeah.
And things are taught from the basics in the Indian course.
Yes.
US course also.
Yes.
One last question. How did the course help you in soft skills? So soft skills means what? Proposal writing, profile building, pitching. That is the stuff we specifically have group sessions and one-on-one guidance. Right? And that's what support you got?
Yes, that is, primarily that is the support we got. Then how to speak to, and also the best thing about my course was that in our course there were people across all jurisdictions. Like all of the students were not Indian students. Somebody was from Africa. I don't know, so many places people were there. Everybody was all over the world. So it was a very good experience. When you get exposure on, you see that almost everybody has some similarity. Like even our teachers were working remotely and all. And it is a very good cultural exposure that I think we got. So that did help. Like how people talk in a certain place. Like the language.
95% people are from India.
Yeah.
But there may be people from Bangladesh occasionally, or some people who've gone and settled in US or Canada. Sometimes they are there. So that's great. Okay. Thank you, Debyanka. We are grateful to you and so proud of you. And it's success like yours that inspires us to push harder all the time to deliver value to our students. Thank you so much.
Thank you.